All right, welcome in everybody. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of Dirty Old Bastards 360 series from Volusia, presented by Wicked Cushion. 2 fast Tuesdays for you, doubleheader. Going to see these guys here in the daylight. They're going to turn around, throw the lights on after session 1. Do it again, session number 2. Just kind of watching some of the guys get in just a little bit of practice here, picking out random cars to follow. Likes and shares, guys, that's what it's all about. Enjoy the racing. Make sure that you like and share the page. If you're not a follower of our page, please do so. Subscribe on the channels at YouTube and or Twitch for us. Streaming to numerous pages. If you're on the Facebook social media app there, drop over and find the Dirt Racing Network. Give us a follow. Trying to reach the 5,000 followers mark here as quick as we can. We're at about almost 4,700 now. These guys got about 39 seconds of practice left, and then they are going to get ready to go to qualifying. Looking like we've got somewhere in the neighborhood of about 42 or 43 checked in for tonight. Plenty of racing action happening for you. Practice session winding down. And that always triggers.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, the national anthem by Mr. Johnny Reed Foley. Appreciate that greatly from him. Still got a handful of cars putting up times are right now. Mark Broderick, number 1 on the board. Kevin Hanley, Kevin Click. Justin Thomas and James Turner look like they will be the top 5 qualifiers. Chris Taggart in a rare appearance in the 360 car, sitting in the 6th spot. Adam Elby, Jim Turner, Wayne Williams, and Josh Steinke rounding out the top 10. Qualifying has ended. We're going to have 5 heat races on tap for you. Well, it says that. It might not stay there. It's going to be 4 heat races for you. Looks like we're going to have a pretty stacked field. A 4-car invert on the heat races. It looks like that will put the Dirt Track Ambassadors, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion, number 93 of Chris Roberts on the pole, and to his outside, the Wicked Energy Gum, Casey Kane Sim Racing, Napa Auto Parts, number 4 of Wayne Williams. Row 2 on the inside, the dude, number 210 of the Dirt Track Terror, that's James Turner. And on his outside, your quick qualifier for the night in the 9 car is going to be Mark Broderick. Row 3 on the inside. It's going to be the 75 machine of Dylan Workman. On his outside, the 00 of William Brickley. Row 4 on the inside, the All-Star Performance Twisted Motorsports number 54 of Alex Stoudinger. And to his outside, the Wicked Energy Gum Team Study number 38 of Brett Strickler. Row 5 on the inside, another Dirty Old Bastards, Dirt Track and Bastards Wicked Kids machine. That's the 20 of Jonathan Lowe. And to his outside, Top Gun Motorsports driver in the 67, Brandon Igo. And on the back row, on the inside, a Snap-on Wrangler, number 21 of Kyle Jenkins. And to his outside, Fast Four Media, number 5K of Rusty Kruger. Pretty stacked heat race right here. A lot of guys in here with an opportunity to pull off a victory. Top 4 go straight to the A-main. Everybody else going to go play in the soup. Try to work their way through consolation elimination races and get into the feature tonight. Hello, Mr. Nichols. Welcome the Tim Sims watch party. Sir, I need to speak to you tomorrow. I will call you at some point. Tried to call you today. I think you were busy. All right, guys. Lights off on the pace truck. We're going to go green the next time we come off of turn number 4. Roberts and Williams on the front row. 10 laps for each heat race. We give sprint cars a lot of airtime, Nathan. That's pretty much all we cover on here, some kind of a sprint car. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 1 underway. Chris Roberts, fantastic jump. Getting down into turn 1. Wayne Williams had a bunch of company on the inside. James Tiernan trying to make the bottom side work, just couldn't stick it down there. See him 3 wide for the 4th position back here. Broderick, Brickley, and Workman. Workman was in the middle. Brickman was on the top. Broderick on the bottom. Or Brickley, excuse me. And they're still that way through turns 3 and 4. Right now, William Brickley's got the 4th position in hand, but the 2 crazy jackals behind him trying to take it away. Broderick on the bottom. Workman through the middle of the 75 car. A previous season's defending champion of the series. Like to work his way straight into the A-main, not have to deal with all that craziness that can happen in the elimination races. But right now, Chris Roberts about 4 car lengths ahead of Wayne Williams. Tiernan behind that. Brickley still hanging on to that spot. We're going to keep our eyes on the 4th spot here. Let's see if Workman can get up here and mount a bit of a challenge, trying to take the spot away, but I don't think he's going to have any luck. He should be closing the gap already. Maybe a slip from Brickley will do it. Still Roberts, Williams, Tiernan, and Brickley, the top 4. They will make the transfer if they hold on for 4 more laps. Dylan Workman, Mark Broderick, Alex Stoudinger, John Lowe, Rusty Kruger, Brandon Igo, Kyle Jenkins, and Brett Strickler already off track. That car obviously not to his liking right now. Watching the battle for 4th place start to heat up right here. Workman took a look on the inside. Off of turn 4, just didn't get the stick he needed to get the drive down the front stretch. Now Brickley trying to make a bid for the 3rd spot. Maybe turned the wick up just a little bit on that 00 car. They're going to come get the white flag this time off turn number 4. Still Chris Roberts out in front. Wayne Williams, James Tiernan, and William Brickley. Right now our top 4. Brickley's car vanishing, but he went to the bottom that time. Is that going to give Workman the run down the backstretch for the slide job in turn 3? Workman goes to the high side. Now he'll try to cut him across. Roberts, Williams, Tiernan, Brickley going to be your top 4 into the A-main. Workman and company headed for the alphabet soup. Heat race number 1 in the books. Evening, everybody. Don't forget the likes, the shares, and the follows. 2 shows on tap for you tonight. Heat race number 2 on the pole. The Beefcake Esports number 024. That's Ryan Martin. And on his outside, the King, Josh Steinke, in the Black Diamond Motorsports number 80. Row 2 on the inside, the Papa John's number 140. That is Christopher Taggett. And to his outside, the Cadillac Man. And the 110 is Kevin Hanley. Row 3 on the inside, the Black Diamond Motorsports All-Star Performance number 42, Sean Wallenfels. And to his outside, the Rat Bag 002. That's Matt Williams. Row 4 inside, the BNR number 188 of John Harper. And to his outside, the Dave Blaney Racing J&B number 15 of Michael Sheridan. Row 5 on the inside, the 238. That's Anthony Marvalijo. And on his outside, the Dirt Track Ambassadors, Dirty Old Bastards Wiki Cushion number 21 of Tyler Henselman. And on the back row by himself, I don't know if it's supposed to look like that or not, but I'm used to that being the Wicked Cushion Team Setting number 222 of Weston Newell. And tonight it has no paint on it, so we will have to find out from Weston if that is something new he's trying out. I have to say, Weston, if you are, I am not a fan. Put the old paint back. Yeah, and its playability is very good, too. If you're not a member, Braden, and you got a computer good enough to run it, wheel and pedal set, all that stuff, send us a private message here through the Dirt Racing Network, and I'll get you hooked up with a 3-month subscription to the basic content. You can give it a try. All right, pace truck going to head in. Heat race number 2 under the green flag. Ryan Martin able to snatch the lead right off the get from Josh Steinke, but I am sure Mr. Steinke will have plenty to say about that. You saw you saw Hanley go to the high side around Taggett. Now Taggett puts the right rear up in front, not able to hang on to it, comes across the nose of the unluckiest man in sprint car racing, Sean Wallenfels, and that's going to move Wallenfels all the way back to the 10th position. He was about 6th when that happened. Right now it's Martin, Steinke, Hanley, and Sheridan, your top 4. But Sheridan's got his hands full with Matt Williams on the inside. Williams, slide job through 1 and 2, took the spot, moved the 002 car into the transfer spot, but hold the phone. Michael Sheridan up to the high side, just not able to get the car to stick. Matt Williams going to take the spot right back. Representing the old Rat Bag dirt racing game there, Mr. Williams is. This is a good battle to be watching right here. These two really going at each other. Sheridan working the inside, slide jobs up in front. Has the spot at the line. I think that battle at the front is going to be heating up here in the next lap or two. Steinke had a pretty good run off turn number 4. Right now, we're pretty interested in what is going on right here for the 4th and final transfer spot. Williams has it in turn 1. Now he's got it off turn 2. Sheridan going to have to do something drastic to take it back. 3 laps to go. We're going to see the battle for the lead start to heat up. It looks like Hanley's trying to get his nose in there too, but a big slide off turn number 2 is going to relegate him to about 10 car lengths behind the top 2 guys. Josh Steinke steadily working the cushion further and further up, trying to find just a little bit more momentum. Try to close that gap on the 024 machine. Last lap slide job possible here in turns 1 and 2, I would think, but doesn't look like he's going to get close enough to make that materialize, and under the white flag. Looks like Ryan Martin, Josh Steinke, Kevin Hanley, and now Michael Sheridan back under fire one more time. He went in the top side, and Matt Williams slide jobs him at the line and moved Matt Williams into the transfer spot. Sheridan, Newell, Wallenfels, Harper, Henselman, Marvalijo, Taggett, and Silva headed for the soup. 2 of the 4 heat races in the book. Hello, Mr. Webb. All right, heat race number 3. Gridding out on the front stretch. And on the pole, the Rockstar Productions, number 403 of Mike Roxbury. 2 is outside. Twisted Motorsports machine, the 255. That's Robert Satterfield. Rosary on the inside. Swindell Speed Labs driver, number 75, Adam Elby. And on his outside, the Wicked Relief Gun with CBD Team Setting, number 25C of Kevin Click. Rosary on the inside. That's going to be the EFR, number 205 of Tyler Curtis. And 2 is outside in the Wicked Cushion Team Setting, number 52. That's Max Stambaugh. Row 4 on the inside. The 100 machine is Jamie Wallace, and 2 is outside. The Premier Door, number 4 machine of Keith Jackson. Row 5 on the inside. The 090 Jeff Fitzpatrick, and 2 is outside. Going to be the number 192 of Cameron King. And on the back row by himself in the number 16 machine, that is going to be Alex Bergeron. Alex on a string of wins around here. Pretty much unmatched by any driver in dirt right now. Got to find out if anybody can stop him at all. I do not see that happening anytime soon. Just a little bit too quick. So right now, Josh Steinke, you saw in the last heat race, came home second. He is the current points leader in the series. 7 markers ahead of Chris Roberts. 58 points ahead of Ernie Williams. 119 ahead of Kevin Click, who is in this race. And Dylan Workman, who we saw in the first heat race, finished, I think, 5th. He has 162 markers back. That'll be your top 5 going into tonight. 5 weeks into their season. But we are getting ready to go green. Mike Roxbury, Robert Satterfield off the front row.
Green, green, green.
Green flag heat race underway. 3rd of 4 scheduled. You saw him 2 and 3 wide, and Elby, it looked like, got super sideways down there. Maybe that was Tyler Curtis. Tyler Curtis got really sideways in 1 and 2. Was able to grab it up, keep it underneath him. And right now, Kevin Click making a bid for the lead. Adam Elby on the high side. Elby's going to have it off turn number 2. Just too much momentum off the top side of the track. Max Stambaugh sitting back in the 3rd spot. Robert Satterfield now hanging on to 4th, and he is right in front of Mike Roxbury. A hungry pack of hounds behind him. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Roxbury, Jackson, Bergeron. Bergeron from dead last inside the top 7 already. Now Mike Roxbury tried a little bit of a slide job. Moved to Satterfield up. Satterfield going to be able to grab onto it, but he hit the wall. Alex Bergeron able to capitalize on Keith Jackson having to slow down for that bit of contact, not wanting to get in it. Now Roxbury working lap 5 of 10, and Bergeron, you saw him hit the clamps. Brought that car almost to a stop, but he's able to get the drive off of turn number 2. Drive it into turn 3. And now completes the pass and moves himself into one of the 4 transfer spots. He and Roxbury still battling over the spot. It's just a matter of time. I think Bergeron's car just a little too strong. Mike Roxbury able to really make a good showing here. He squeezes the entry line in 1 off a good bit right there. Oh, there's contact. Roxbury down the hill a little bit into Bergeron. Is that going to open the door? No, they're still dead even. But Keith Jackson trying to make it a 3-way battle for the final transfer spot. They're going to be 2 to go off turn number 4. Elby, Click, and Stambaugh. 1, 2, 3. We're watching the battle for 4th right here. And Bergeron went to the high side. Now he's got it. Now he's got his sights set on the 52 machine. Max Stambaugh, Mad Max. Trying to hold on, goes in low. Bergeron around the top side, finds the fence. Able to hang on to the car. White flag in the air. Hitting the fence like that didn't even seem like it slowed the car down at all. He's got all the drive that he needs down into turns 3 and 4. Elby, then Click, then Stambaugh, and then Bergeron, your top 4. Jackson, Wallace, King, Fitzpatrick, Roxbury, Satterfield, and Curtis. All elimination race bound. Three down and 1 to go. Looking at this one, I am I'm thinking this is a pretty stacked heat race, too. On the pole, the Dirty Old Bastards, Dirt Track Ambassadors, Wiki, edition number 77 of Aaron Schaefer. And to his outside in the Aeroflow, number 041, that's Jeff Wentworth. Row 2 on the inside, the Big Game Tree Stands, number 175 of Jim Turner. And to his outside, the Mo Media House, number 9, Justin Thomas. Row 3 on the inside, the 001 machine of Anthony Job. And to his outside, it's going to be the 099 of Seth Cheney. Row 3 on the inside, the Wicked Cushion Team SETI machine of Mike Keegan. And to his outside, going to be the Casey's General Store, number 047 of Jason Randolph. Row 5 inside, the Geek Squad, number 098 of Garen Adams. And to his outside, that's going to be the 417 of Brock Wingjan. And on the back row, by himself in the 211, that is another Swindale Speed Labs machine. That is James Edens. Watch for that 211 car to come screaming through the field. So the final 4 directly into the feature will give us 16. We'll find 8 out of the B main. All right, we're going to go green this time. Turn 4, Schaefer, Wentworth on the front row. Final heat race of session number 1.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Pretty even start for everybody down there. Schaefer able to grab the lead in 1 and 2. Going to have Wentworth in right behind him, but watch the high side. Justin Thomas, that 9 machine. Super fast every week when we see him. And he's already making a bid around the high side to try to take second place away from Wentworth, and he's got it right now. Jim Turner trying to work the high side, the 175 machine, but Wentworth goes up there when he got passed by the 9 car. That's going to put it Schaefer, Thomas, Wentworth, and Turner. Turner, your final transfer spot, and Seth Cheney all over the back of that car, really working up high, putting the right rear right up against that fence. Watch the bottom side, the all-white machine, the 211, James Edens now from the back, working his way inside the top 6, and he's working on Seth Cheney. He's already gotten around Keegan. Cheney sitting here in the 5th spot. He'd like to get around Turner, just can't find enough drive. Now, there it is. Turner with a slide off 2. Moves Seth Cheney into the 4th spot. Turner back up the hill, tried to slide job, could not get there. These two were side by side, and Edens couldn't make up any ground on either one of them. So right now, Justin Thomas now taking the lead on the high side away from Aaron Schaefer. Move A, Sheriff into 2nd. Wentworth back to 3rd, and Seth Cheney in the 4th spot. Now Edens around Turner. Edens now has 5th. Still going to have about 3 laps to go after they complete this one. Does he have enough time to find the final transfer spot? Justin Thomas starting to check out on the field. The battle right here is going to be Schaefer, Wentworth, Cheney, and Edens for the final 3 spots. 2 to go off turn 4. And now Edens makes his bid inside the 099 car. Does he have any drive down the backstretch on the inside? Not this time by. These guys are moving that cushion further and further up the hill. I think Edens going to have to really make a move right here, and he just didn't have enough that time. So off of turn number 4, Thomas is going to win it. Aaron Schaefer in 2nd, Jeff Wentworth in 3rd. Edens around the high side. They made contact, and I don't know who came home with that. Edens got bold, and I believe he got it at the line by 0.011 seconds. So Cheney and the rest, we will start seeing some of those guys right here in the consolation races. What a finish for the final transfer spot out of that one. D-main time going to be 10 laps on the board. Scheduled for 12 cars. Top 4 advance to the C-main. On the pole will be the 21 machine of Tyler Henselman. To his outside going to be Tyler Curtis in the 205. Row 2, see the 001 of Anthony Job on the inside and the 21 machine of Kyle Jenkins to his outside. 238, Anthony Marvalijo inside row 3 with Robert Satterfield and the 255 on his outside. The 417 of Brock Wing Jan inside row number 4 and the 67 of Brandon Igo on his outside. Chris Taggett, the 140 inside row number 5. Garrett Adams, the 098 on his outside. And in the back row on the inside, Brett Strickler in the 38 with Tyler Silva, the 317 on his outside. 417 car off the grid, so 11 cars. Yeah, Jeff Duke, this is called iRacing. It's about as real a sim as you can get without actually being in the car. Good view from the driver's spot. Inside of row number 3 here, Anthony Marvalijo. These guys going to go green the next time they come off turn number 4. They're going to have 10 laps to settle the D main. Top 4 advance. Everybody else done for the session. Into the consolation races. We'll have a D main, a C main, a B main. We'll take 8 out of the B, put them into the back of the A. A 2-minute warm-up session and 35 laps on the board for our feature race. Green flag about to fall over the field. Tyler Henselman off the pole. Goes to the top side, has the lead. Anthony Job from inside of row number 2. Grab the second spot away from Tyler Curtis right there. We're looking at Kyle Jenkins right here backwards.
All right, man, caution is out.
Go see if Mr. Jenkins might have had some help there. When he got down to turn 3, everybody really getting aggressive, trying to get these spots. Nobody wants to be left out. And on occasion, contact with the 255 off of turn 2, and that backs him up. And then he gets more contact, and around he goes, but he's able to keep his foot on it, keep it rolling, and he'll just rejoin the back of the field. So once they get it all sorted out, single filed out. It'll be Henselman, Job, Curtis, Taggett, your top 4. Silva, Strickler, Igo, Adams, Satterfield, and Marvalijo rounding out the top 10. And then Jenkins and John behind that. Good deal, Kevin. Where are you watching from? It looks like you're on one of the Facebook pages. Going to be 6 to go when we get back to the green off of turn number 4 the next time. Henselman, Job, Curtis, Taggett hanging on to your top 4 spots right now. Still plenty of circuits left around the track. Paystrick going to duck off right here. Henselman from the point going to bring us back to green.
Green flag.
We're going to keep our eyes right here on the 140 machine. Chris Taggett, he's already got company down the inside and into the wall went Silva. That opened the door for Strickler. 38 car, not necessarily a car you want to see show up in the back end right here. Always quick, finds his way around the bottom most of the time and finds grip there. Tag it into the slick stuff, and that might be his undoing if he keeps that car there. And sure enough, he's out of shape. Strickler going to move it to the inside. Slide job, move to 38 into the fourth and final transfer spot. So 4 laps to go. Silva around Taggart this time. Big drive off the top for Strickler, and he started to close the gap in on Tyler Curtis right there. Top 2 getting away, and they're going to mount a challenge with each other. We'll go to them here in just a moment. I want to see if any of these other positions start to change hands. Curtis has got his hands full with Strickler. Both cars into the feature right now. There's your slide job, move to 38, up, move to 205. Right back around him. Going to watch these 2 at the front. That gap's starting to open up just a little bit. They're going to see the white flag this time off turn number 4. Oh, Curtis way out of shape, and the caution behind him. I think that might have been Tyler Silva. Sure enough. This one going to end under caution. It's going to be Henselman, Job, Strickler, and Curtis making the transfer. Oh, in, out of shape. And, yep, that is definitely not how you want to end it. So, Taggart, Satterfield, Marvalijo, John, Adams, Igo, Jenkins, and Silva all finished for session number 1. We'll see Henselman, Job, Curtis, and Strickler in the C main. $12 laps in the C main. 12 cars scheduled to be on the pole or on the track. Excuse me. On the pole, going to be the 42 machine of Sean Wallenfels. To his outside, the 192 of Cameron King. Row 2 inside, the 175 Jim Turner. On his outside, Rusty Kruger. That's the 5 car. 188 John Harper. Inside row 3, Jeff Patrick. On the outside, 090. 047 Jason Randolph. Row 4 on the inside. Jonathan Lowe in the 22 is outside. Tyler Henselman, the 21, inside of row number 5. Saw him win the D main. He brings Anthony Job to 001 on his outside. And on the back row, Tyler Curtis to 205. Brett Strickler, the 38. That's your 12 cars for 12 laps. Well, don't tell anybody, Kevin. Turn the volume down. Make sure you got your earpiece in, however you do it. Don't forget, guys, likes and shares. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not a follower of the Dirt Racing Network, get over here on Facebook. Find us at Dirt Racing Network. Give us a like, a share, and a follow. Appreciate it greatly. Trying to get to the 5,000 followers milestone. We've been at this a little over 7 months now, guys, and almost 4,700 followers. We're very, very proud of all of our fans and followers. We love every one of you guys. All right, we're going green this time. C main, 12 laps on the board. Wallenfels and King off the front row.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is in the air. Wallenfels a little out of shape, and that kind of stacked everybody behind him up. But he is able to get out. He's got Jim Turner in second, but Rusty Kruger through the middle, slicing and dicing already. Working his way into the 4th spot right behind. Jason Randolph working the bottom. That 047 machine trying to get in there. They were 3 wide through turns 1 and 2 for just a second. Now it's 2 wide, 2 deep for the 4th, 5th, and 6th spots back here. Wallenfeld's having his way with the field while these guys battle it out real hard in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Henselman not able to do anything with Randolph. So Harper, the 188 in second. Jim Turner in third. Rusty Kruger, that blue and white machine right there. He is the 4th and final transfer spot. And he's going to make a bid for third on Turner. He and Turner make a little bit of contact. That puts Turner in the wall. Jim Turner's car up and out of the track, and then it's not going to trigger a yellow flag. Sean Wallenfels out in the lead. Rusty Kruger into second around Harper, who slipped pretty badly the last lap. Now Jason Randolph, the 047 machine, in a battle for the fourth and final transfer spot. He's got Tyler Henselman on the inside. Henselman's trying to work the bottom now inside. Put Harper on the outside looking in. That car way out of shape. Move both Randolph and Henselman up a spot, and now the caution. And I do believe that was Mr. Harper. And he had all kinds of problems with that car getting out of shape off turn 2. Oh, down to the inside, and he stopped it in front of traffic. So he stopped the car on the track. That's going to trigger a yellow flag when there's traffic coming. Wallenfels, Kruger, Henselman, and Randolph holding down the top 4 spots. Curtis, Job, Strickland, King, Harper, and Turner rounding out the top 10. Turner and Harper both off track, so only 8 cars still remain. Thank you, David. Enjoy the show, guys. C main on the track. We'll take the top 4 from here, put them in the back of the B main. We'll take 8 out of that B main and move them into the last 4 rows of the feature race. But we're going to go green with 3 laps to go. We're going to keep our eyes right back here on the 047 car. He is the last of the transfer cars at this time.
Green flag, green flag.
Wallenfels off the point. Kruger, Henselman, Randolph, but right behind Randolph, a hungry Tyler Curtis trying to work his way around the top side. Get into the feature race. Randolph, a steady diet on the bottom. 2 laps to go this time. Now ran the slider line through 1 and 2 that time. Stays on the top this time. Henselman, the only car on the bottom, and Henselman's in third. So the white flag. Still Wallenfels, Kruger, Henselman. Now Curtis tried the slide job in 1 and 2, and that's his undoing, I guarantee it. Sean Wallenfels going to win the C main. Bring Rusty Kruger, Tyler Henselman, and Jason Randolph through to the B with him. Tyler Curtis might have waited just another half a lap to really go down, try to get that slide job in. Missing it there really hurt him. Down 3 and 4. There was no chance he was going to make it up. So we've got 13 cars scheduled to be in the B main. We're going to keep 8 of them. And off the pole, going to be Dylan Workman in the 075. To his outside, Michael Sheridan, the 15. Keith Jackson, inside row 2 in the 4 car. And on his outside, that's Seth Cheney in the 099. Mark Broderick, the 9 car, inside row 3, Weston Newell, the triple deuce on the outside. Jamie Wallace, the 100 car, on the inside. And on his outside, Mike Keegan. The 54 machine, Alex Stoudinger, on the inside of row 5. Sean Wallenfels, the 42 on the outside. Row 6 inside, the 5K, Rusty Kruger, Tyler Henselman, the 21 car on the outside. And the 047 of Jason Randolph will start shotgun Charlie. He was outside of the actual track map at that spot, so it wasn't going to trigger a caution. But the car on the inside, yeah, it's a car at 0. And it was on the racing surface, and that's just kind of, you know. If they called a caution every time a car turned sideways, we would never get any green flag racing. It's a shame they call as many as they do, because a lot of times these guys get the car righted, and they've already tossed the caution. And a lot of real racetracks, they would have waited just a split second longer and saw that he got it righted and kept everybody racing. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. All right, Workman Sheridan off the front row, bringing us to green. B-Main, 14 laps. Top 8 moving on. Everybody else moving out and heading for session number 2. And Dylan Workman grabs the early lead. He is going to have Keith Jackson, Michael Sheridan, and Mark Broderick as your top 4 right behind that. Sheridan just a little out of shape in the center of 3 and 4, and Broderick's got to run down the front stretch. Not able to make it stick in 1 and 2. Doesn't mean he's going to give up on that bottom in 3 and 4. Oh, big pile up behind. I see the 100 car of Jamie Wallace back there. All these guys pretty much getting them righted. Alex Stoudinger going to be the man hanging out behind, but he does get it facing the right way. Keeps it going. Just loses a lot of spots. There was a whole lot of contact in there. Workman, Jackson, Broderick, Sheridan, your top 4. Seth Cheney, the black car right there, is in 5th and making a bid. Try to get inside that top 4. Weston Newell, Mike Keegan, Rusty Kruger rounding out your top 8. Sean Wellenfels on the outside looking in. He wants to get one of these spots. That guy's had nothing but bad luck for about a month now. Love to make this one through the alphabet soup and work his way into the feature race, but he has got his work cut out for him. The guys in front of him very smooth and very quick. Six down, 8 to go. Workman, Jackson, Broderick still the top 3. Sheridan in 4th, and Broderick puts it in the fence in turn number 2, and he is going to fall back 2 spots. Gets the car back under, make it 3 spots, make it 4. Keegan gets around him. The white and orange machine on the bottom right there, so move Broderick into 7th. Now Rusty Kruger moving him up the hill, not able to capitalize. 3 cars vying for 1 spot right here. There's the 5 car around and in. Wallenfels had to back off. Still plenty of time for Sean Wallenfels to get the spot. I think the 9 car is wounded. That puts Wallenfels in a position to make an attack right there. Not able to make it stick. Kruger got around, put Rusty Kruger in the 7th spot. The battle still for the 8th and final transfer position. Broderick trying to hold it on the bottom. But now Wallenfels with the advantage off the top side. Put the 42 car in, the 9 car out. 4 laps to go. It's still Workman, Jackson, Sheridan, Cheney, Newell, Keegan, then Kruger and Wallenfels rounding out your top 8. Now Keith Jackson around the high side making a bid for the lead, and Alex Stoudinger sideways in turns 1 and 2. That's probably going to end this one. We'll go back, we'll take a look and see what happened to Stoudinger. Is by himself. Got it up into the marbles, clips the fence off of turn 4, and that car just never did get back underneath him. He tried to make the turn into the end of pit road, and he clipped the pit wall right there instead. So this one will finish under the caution. It'll be Jackson, Workman, Sheridan, Cheney, Newell, Keegan, Kruger, and Wallenfels. Making it through to your A main. Broderick, Kinselman, Randolph, Wallace, and Stoudinger. All going to have to wait for session number 2. So on our final lap right here, once they complete this, we will have about a 2-minute intermission. We'll let you guys know how this is all possible before we put 35 laps on the board. Put 24 360 sprint cars out here. Not in this series. Not in this series. On Thursday nights, the Dirt Slingers have one where they're racing for a end-of-season prize pool. On Sundays, Dirt Slinger has the Outlaw Series, the 410 Series, for a $3,000 guaranteed into-the-season purse. There's a couple other series that run for a little bit of money. All right. 2-minute clock. Let these guys get some warm-up in. Wicked Cushion makes it possible for the Dirt Racing Network to bring you the great coverage of the Dirty Old Bastards. Got everything you need over there. Apparel from Sim World, from the real world. They support a lot of real racers, support a lot of these guys. You see the Wicked Cushion logo on a bunch of these sim cars out here. Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Relief Gum. Drop by Wicked Cushion and give them a look. See if there's something you just can't live without. Use the code DOBRL. You're going to get a 10% discount on your purchase, and if you get your purchases in before midnight on race night, your shipping is always free at wickedcushion.com. Don't forget, guys, if you don't follow the Dirt Racing Network, please do so wherever you're watching from, YouTube, Twitch, or any of the Facebook channels. We'd really love to see you come by Facebook and find the Dirt Racing Network. Give us a like, a share, a follow. Trying to reach that magical 5,000 followers. All right, you can see the track starting to get very slick from the bottom up, about 2/3 of the way now at both ends. In turns 3 and 4, looks like it's moved all the way out, almost to the wall. Should make for a pretty interesting feature here. We're going to put 24 of these guys out here. We're going to put 25 laps on the board. And right now, the Raven Graphics starting lineup. On the pole, the Catfish, the 93 machine, going to be Chris Roberts. And on his outside, Ryan Martin, the 024. Row 2 on the inside will be the 75 of Adam Elby and Justin Thomas in the 9 car to his outside. Row 3 inside, Wayne Williams, the 4. The outside, the King, Josh Steinke in the 80. In row 4 on the inside, Kevin Click, the 25C. And on his outside, the 77 of Aaron Schaefer. Row 5 inside, the Dirt Track Terror, James Tiernan in the 210, and on his outside, the Cadillac Man, that's Kevin Handley in the 110. Mad Max Stambaugh, the 52 inside row number 6, and on his outside, the 041, Jeff Wentworth. The 00 car, William Brickley inside of row 7, with Matt Williams, the 002 on his outside. Alex Bergeron, the 16 machine inside row 8, and on his outside, 211, that's James Edens. Keith Jackson starts the 4 machine on the inside of a row number 9 with Dylan Workman, the 75 on his outside. Michael Sheridan, the 15 machine inside row number 10 with Seth Cheney on his outside in the 099. Weston Newell, the 222 on the inside of row number 11 with Mike Keegan to his outside. And the 5 car, Rusty Kruger inside the final row with Sean Wallenfels, Captain No Luck himself. Going to start outside of row number 12. That's your 24-car field. They've got 35 laps to get it all settled. All right. Roberts, Martin, row 1. Elby, Thomas, row 2. Williams and Steinke in row number 3. I expect the winner to come out of one of these first 3 rows right here. Wouldn't be shocked one bit any of these guys to win it. But I think it's going to come from one of these front 3 rows right here. But we're going to go green for 35 laps right here off of turn number 4. The gate of 8:35 presented by Wicked Cushion is underway. Roberts, the catfish. That's why we call him the catfish. He stays on the bottom. He works the bottom of the track most of the time. And right now he's hanging on to a scant lead over LB. You saw Thomas go way wide. Now Williams up to the top side. He and Justin Thomas made a little contact. Both drivers able to continue forward, but it's Roberts, Martin, LB, Thomas, Click, your top 5. Right behind that, the track terror, James Tunin, trying to work the bottom side. The green, black, and white machine right there. He's into about 6th right now, but Justin Thomas around on the top side. Heading forward somehow. Josh Steinke able to hang on to 6th through all of that, and the caution going to fly for the first time in this one. Matt Williams slow to get away. See what happened to a little bit of contact. You saw it right there. You're going to get that in big-time sprint car racing. So we'll let them pass underneath the flag stand. Make sure the top 10 is in a single file order. Going to be lap 38 when we get our white flag the next time. It's Roberts, LB, Martin, Click, Thomas, your top 5. Steinke, Tiernan, Hanley, Wayne Williams, and Aaron Schaefer rounding out that top 10. Yeah, they get a little staticky. A lot of flash bulbs. They're going to rock back and forth a little bit. But you're supposed to be watching the cars, not the crowd, man. Just going to throw it out there. All right, lights off on the pace truck. Going to go green the next time off turn 4. All 24 cars still out on the track. Single file line. You can see they span the entire distance of the corner. Roberts in LB 1-2. Martin in 3rd. Going to refire the field right here off turn number 4.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Roberts going straight to the bottom. LB went to the top. Everybody behind LB pretty much went to the bottom except for Justin Thomas. Thomas likes the high side, likes to try to work it through the corners. Another one of the World Championship drivers in the field tonight. He and LB both. Got about 6 of them in this feature race right now. Only 2 running inside the top 5. And now Adam Elby right up against the outside. He's going to take the lead off turn number 4. Move the 75 machine into P1. Put Chris Roberts 2nd. Now Justin Thomas around Ryan Martin into 3rd on the high side. Martin and Steinke along with Click. A 3-wide battle into turn 3. Steinke thought better of it in the middle. Backed it down just a bit. Now he's got the inside on Martin. Martin content to keep the door shut, keep him pinned down, and I saw Stambaugh's car hit the inside wall on the front stretch. Stambaugh a little bit up. Oh, Tiernan and Williams both coming down the hill, and I think Tiernan just moved to give Williams room. Might not have known that Stambaugh's car was down on the inside right there. So that'll relegate Mr. Stambaugh to a DNF in session number 1, and he'll wait for session number 2. Our first retiree. Re-back the field here for you. It's LB, Roberts, Thomas, Martin, Click, the top 5. Steinke still in 6th. Handley, now Bergeron makes his way into the top 10. He's in 8th. Dylan Workman 9th. And James Eden's up to the 10th position.
41.
Lap 41, the new white flag. Takes too long to get the cars off the track, Jeff. All right. Gonna go green right here. 28 laps to go. Elby went down the front stretch low. Then immediately went to the high side 1 and 2, and Justin Thomas saw him do it and followed in his tire tracks. Trying to close the gap. You see how rough that cushion is. The 9 car bouncing all over the place. We're taking a ride here. Watch Thomas right up against the cushion. Car bouncing all over the place. Good battle for the lead. Elby hanging on to it, but Roberts around the top side. Going to bring it up close to even right here. We'll see what happens down turn 3 and 4. Same thing going on. Good lap there.
All right, man.
Watching the third place car. From his point of view, got to watch that battle in front of us. Let's see who is in this one. Oh, no. Mr. No Luck. Sean Wallenfels off the top side. Oh, the car just broke loose, and he rode the fence. Oh, my. And that'll definitely break the car down. So Sean Wallenfels going to be our next DNF of session number 1. Hello, Ronald. So it's still LB, Roberts, Thomas, your top 3. Click and Bergeron now inside the top 5. Ryan Martin, Josh Steinke back to the 7th position. Kevin Hanley, Dylan Workman, and James Edens rounded out the top 10.
$44.
44, the new white flag. You hear race control. So about 25 laps to go. 24 when we get the green. All right, LB from the point, bringing us back to green. 24 laps to go. Hello, Davis. What's up, buddy? Green flag back in the air. Justin Thomas heading straight for the top side. We rode along with him right before the caution. You can see how rough that cushion is getting, especially down in 3 and 4, and you see that car bouncing coming off turn 2. LB to the top side. Thomas loses the right rear over the top of the cushion. That lets Bergeron get around him. Now Bergeron has his sights set on the 25 car. Kevin Click couldn't get it done right there. Click closed the door on the bottom. That's going to put the battle back for the 4th and 5th position between Thomas on the top, Bergeron on the bottom. Chris Roberts through the middle, took the lead away that time, and the caution. You're going to fall. Seth Cheney's car getting away pretty slow. He may not have been in it, but he may give us some insight into what happened here if we follow the 099 car around. Oh, no, he was the caution right there. He did the same thing that Thomas did. Lost the right rear up on top, the cushion. And you saw he tipped over Wayne Williams' car briefly. Williams able to slide the car back up on all fours and keep it going. But at the front, Roberts had taken the lead right when the caution come out. He had worked his way through the middle while Adam Elby was working the top side. Turns 3 and 4 getting more and more treacherous as this race goes on. One and 2 looks like it's still in really good shape, but 3 and 4, the cushion is about the only place it's got any kind of dark on it. But it is so rough up there. So we can kind of get a look at how weird that cushion builds. It's real low, there's nothing there, and then also there's a big pile right there that's as tall as the fence. And then it just goes away. That big pile you see it bites a lot of drivers. Get the right rear up on it too far, you're over the fence, and there's nothing you can do at that point. Well, in this particular sim, none, because they're all Hoosier. .47's our new white flag. 21 to go. Roberts, LB, Click, your top three. Bergeron now inside that top four. He came from about the 20th position, somewhere 18th or 20th, and has already worked his way inside the top four, making a bid for third. Good run down the backstretch. Moves the car down on the inside and off of turn number 4. He's got the spot by half a car. Click still running through the middle, trying to find the grip, trying to find the momentum to hold off the hard-charging Alex Bergeron. Still got Roberts and LB 1-2. Now Bergeron secure into third, and he's going to go up to the middle of the track. Make a bid for second around LB. These two even as they head to turn 3. Off of turn 4 now. Bergeron into second. Got his sights set on the catfish. Going to see if he can reel him in. LB in third. Click. Thomas, your top 5. Josh Steinke right outside that top 5. Steinke, the current points leader, by 7 over the current race leader. LB went to the top side. Nothing doing up there for him. Didn't make up any ground. Actually lost about 4 car lengths in the battle for the lead. Starting to heat up. Chris Roberts trying to hold off Alex Bergeron through the middle. Got the grip down the backstretch. Bergeron keeping the car right up against the inside wall. Treacherous little exit in turn 4 there. I'll look back quickly to see who's behind him. And I'll look forward to watch that set of tires that just flew by right there. Very, very tricky. You can see how close he's getting to that inside wall. Gonna take it down. He had the lead when they entered the corner, but Roberts through the middle, right back around. Now can Bergeron secure the lead off turn 2? Yes, he can. He's got it by 2. LB's at the top side. Roberts still through the middle, hanging on to second. 12 laps to go. Click in third. Justin Thomas, or fourth, I'm sorry. Justin Thomas still fifth. Dylan Workman was in the 6th spot. Ryan Martin's car breakdancing on the front stretch for us here. Let's go back and see what happened to Ryan. Looks like he was in about 10th or 11th right here, and he did exactly what I showed you. He found those tires sticking out, and I can say from experience that that is about the ride that you take almost every single time. So it looks like right now, Stanball, Wallenfelds, Tiernan, and Martin are 4 retirees. Still 20 cars on the track, all on the lead lap. Going to move our white flag to lap 50. So we're going to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 11 to go. Bergeron, Roberts, Click, Thomas, Workman, your top 5. LB, Edens, Steinke, Newell, and Hanley rounding out the top 10. You can say whatever you want about engines. It doesn't matter. We're not sure. There are no engine or manufacturer brands. It's XXX chassis, Hoosier tires. Only because they have the licensing rights for those, so. All right, the lights are off on the pace truck. 11 laps to go when we get the green. Green flag back in the air. Bergeron out in front. Chris Roberts now trying to hang on to second. Having a good run down the backstretch. Gaps about a half a car on Kevin Click. Justin Thomas flying around the top side, and he's closing the gap here on the second and third place cars. About to pull even with Kevin Click for the final podium spot. Then hits the fence, and that's going to do it. Justin Thomas, just like that. He's going to go from in the penthouse to the outhouse. That car severely damaged. He got clipped, but he was already in the fence, so his momentum was gone. And that car going to be pulled into the work area. So make Mr. Thomas our 5th retiree. 53, the new white flag. Not much of a shakeup, but just a little inside that top 10. Still Bergeron at Roberts. Click your top 3 now. Dylan Workman, 4. Adam Elby into 5th. James Edens up to 6th. Josh Steinke back into the 7th spot. Weston Newell, 8. Kevin Hanley, 9. And Aaron Schaefer breaking his way into the top 10. 19 cars on the track. Everybody still on the lead lap.
53.
James Eden's car in the infield. Looks like maybe he caught a piece of whatever was going on there with Mr. Thomas. 53. So 9 laps. Green this time off turn 4. 9 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Bergeron found plenty of grip up at the top. 2-3 car lengths when they went to turns 1 and 2. Click. Just a moment of fire from Dylan Workman. Now Workman got all he wants on the outside. Adam Elby, the 75 machine, up on the cushion. Trying to work his way around the 75 and into the 4th spot. He wants to set his sights on that 25 machine, and off turn 2, he should have plenty of gap. Can start to focus on the red machine in front of him for the final podium spot. It is still Bergeron and Roberts running 1-2. Kevin Click trying to work the bottom, see if he can find some grip down there. Maybe sneak the nose up inside the Catfish. Move him up off the line like he did right there. Now see if he can use that bottom. Try to make the run down the front stretch. Just not enough on that exit right there. And those two almost touch. If they keep messing around, they're going to let that 75 car have a run, and both of them are going to be looking at the back of Adam Elby. Now Click surges ahead into turn 3. 5 laps to go. Roberts under fire. Elby down to the inside. Going to find some grip on the exit right here. Not able to make the move, so it's Bergeron, Click, and Roberts, your top 3. Elby and Workman rounding out that top 5. 4 to go that time. Roberts trying to make a run back through the middle, take 3rd away from Click. Going to be a 3-wide battle the next time we come off turn 2 if things stay the way they are. 3 to go for Bergeron. Roberts went to the high side. Opened up the door, and Elby slides through, moves him out of the way. Move Adam Elby into the 3rd spot. Bergeron, going to be a green-white checker finish. Possibly Wayne Williams in this. You see the 2 4 cars right there together. Oh, Williams found the push bar on the back. Big tumble for Wayne Williams. Josh Steinke's car inside to the infield. I believe that car probably ran out of gas. Looked like that car laid over pretty hard right there. So your points leader, you're going to be in jeopardy of losing the points lead after this one. It's Bergeron, Click, Roberts, Elby, Workman in the top 5. Newell, Hanley, Schaefer, Kruger, and Sheridan rounding out that top 10. Still 16 cars on the track. It looks like we're going to have a green-white checker.
56.
GWC. So a green, white, checkered coming. Bergeron, Click, Roberts, Elby, Workman, your top 5. They're going to take the green flag. If they make it around and the leader takes the white before anything else happens, they will race it out the rest of the way.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. We're going to keep our eyes on the middle of this 3-car battle right here. Chris Roberts, Workman, Elby, all working on each other, have been for a few laps before, and now, after the caution, they're right back at it. White flag off turn number 4.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
We'll watch to see if they're going to back it down. The leader had not taken the white flag yet, so they will back it all down. We'll go back and see. Keegan looks like he touched Schaefer. Schaefer got run into from behind in Brickley's car. Side down. Matt Williams escapes through. Jeff Wentworth escaped through. Go up here, see if we can get in a little closer, maybe take a good look at Keegan's car. Don't see any damage on Mike Keegan's car. Did you say green, white, checker?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, yes, sir. Green, white, checkered.
So we'll try it again, green, white, checkered. If the leader gets back to the line and takes the white flag, they race it out. If he does not, They re-rack it and give them another green-white checker. They will keep doing that until they get a finish or the time runs out. So 15 cars still on the track. Light should go off on the pace truck this time. Will go green off of turn number 4 with a green-white checkered. Second attempt. Hi, Sheila. Pace truck going to head in. Bergeron, Click, Roberts, your top 3 right now. Green flag back in the air. We're going to keep our eye on Chris Roberts. He was under fire the last time, quickly off turn 2 by Elby. Now he's under fire again. Elby, good drive down the backstretch. White flag this time off of turn number 4. Put it over the 16 car of Alex Bergeron. Adam Elby now into the 3rd spot on the high side as Roberts got anything coming off the bottom to take that podium spot away. Doesn't look like it. Alex Bergeron gonna win it. Kevin Click. Oh, at the line, I believe Adam Elby by 3/1000ths of a second. Have him do the drive around in order, please. Bergeron, Click, and Elby. Gonna be our top 3 tonight. They'll bring them down. They'll park them right here. 1, 2, 3 for us. Let them get parked. We'll get our pause. That is pretty good right there.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Check in on Adam Elby. Wait for these guys to join us here in the TeamSpeak server. There's a better view. Yeah, it's not a good view on the infield either. And we're just going to have to deal with what we got here. We got Kevin Click already in there. Waiting on Mr. Adam Elby to come in. As soon as he comes in, we'll grab him up. Guys, don't forget, Session 2 is going to start just a few minutes. So join us for that. We will shut down the broadcast and restart it in between sessions, but we got 3rd place Adam Elby in the booth with us. Adam, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Talk to us about that crazy race and your podium finish there at the end, buddy.
Yeah, it definitely was a good race. You know, I got the lead there for a second. Chris was only fast. Definitely hard to get by him too. And then, you know, I did, and then he got back by, and you know, I kind of figured out the bottom wasn't really for me, that I had something up on, but kind of set my car up with the gear to run the bottom. So I think that hurt us a lot on the fence. I think we could have been maybe a challenge for Bergeron if we had a little bit of a longer gear in it. But, you know, that's just how racing goes. So happy to be able to pull off a podium after racing with Chris Roberts so much. That was fun.
Yeah, it looked like the track got super slick, and turns 3 and 4 were super treacherous at the top. With nothing really at the bottom, how hard is it to commit to going up there, knowing that cushion is just so rough along the top side of 3 and 4?
It definitely made it a lot harder, knowing that I was hitting the rev limiter almost 3/4 just away down the straightaway. But I just knew I was going backwards on the bottom. So sometimes you just gotta, you know, do the best with what you got. And a bad call on my part with the car, but you know, that, like I said, that's racing. So definitely happy to pull off a 3rd place position here.
All right, man. You've got some sponsors to give a shout out to, maybe some fans, and we'll let you get ready for session number 2, bud.
Yeah, definitely got to thank you know, DOB for giving us all these great races. you guys for putting this on and broadcasting so we can go back and rewatch. All the fans that come and watch and check it out, you know, that's cool that we get a lot of support for this stuff. I got to thank my guys over at Swindell Speed Labs. Had a pretty good car. I was really happy with the way it handled and everything. You know, other than the gear, but you know that was my fault. And then yeah, just everybody who puts this on and supports it.
All right. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you in session 2.
Thanks. Take care.
Adam Elby, your third place finisher. Let's grab second place and bring him in here. Kevin Click, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Roger, how are you?
I am good, sir. You're doing really well. Talk to us about your race and your second place finish tonight.
Yeah, it's a slick track, really slick. Thought about trying to get up to the top side a couple times, and I think Justin, you got to be so precise when you're going to run the top when a track's like this that I didn't think it was going to be worth it. You know, big shout out to Chris Roberts. He had a hell of a run going there. Just opened the door up. He was trying to run the middle a little bit, and I saw a little bit of a lane there, so I took it, threw it underneath of him, and was able to power out through down there on the bottom. I think the straightaways, with it having a little bit of grip still, kind of helped with that. So.
Yeah, good run. Looked like what you were talking about was that top side was just super, super treacherous, and turns 3 and 4 really bit a lot of drivers. So maybe you committing to the bottom was a way better choice than trying to go and run the top.
Yeah, I tried to run the top in a warm-up, about threw my car over the fence there. So I decided to stick to the bottom no matter what and see what happens, and worked out today. Just anytime you can run second to Bergeron and beat Elby and finish in between those two guys, you're doing something right. So we'll continue on and see what we can do tonight too.
All right, man. Well, session 2 coming up. I'm sure you got some sponsors you want to give a thank you to, so we'll let you do that and get prepared for session 2.
Yeah, big shout out to Wicked Relief Gum with CBD, Wicked Cushion, manager, everything he does, Team SETI, and everything that they do. It's been a blast racing with these guys, and we're going to continue on down this path and see where it takes us here. I think every week we've been showing improvement, and we're getting better and better. So we're going to continue down that path. A lot of fun.
All right. Thanks for talking with us, Kevin. Look forward to seeing you in session number 2.
Thank you, Roger.
All right, let's get him in here. Get switched over to his car. All right, Alex, you got a copy?
Yes, Roger.
Well, you were spending an awful lot of time up here on top of the podium talking to me, so talk to us about this one. You started pretty deep. You worked your way to the front. You come home with another victory here at DOB.
Oh, I mean, it was kind of late. I didn't expect to race this at all. You know, just last second, I decided to pull the truck in the trailer and try to race this. You know, didn't have time to qualify, so we started 11th in our heat race and 30 heat race, and we finished 4th, ring the bottom. That was pretty awesome. Good battle there for top 5 in the heat race, and then starting 15th. Slowly made my way up there, just like the 410 race we had here a couple of weeks ago. Running the bottom there and close to the wall. I think I didn't even try the top. I think I tried the top twice or something like that in the race, but you know, couldn't figure out how to run the top, so I had to run the bottom, and was able to get to top 3 there and made the move for the lead on Chris. That was a pretty awesome race, me and him. Yeah, we just pulled away for the win there, and another race, you know, another good race here. You know, slick track. It's always fun to race here at Volusia and DOB. It's been a while since I've been in a 360 race, but it's always fun to race in these for sure.
All right, man. Well, I think you covered just about everything there. Congratulations on the win. You got some sponsors you want to give a shout out to, and we'll let you get ready for session number 2.
Absolutely. Thank you, Roger. You know, thank you to all my partners, UMB.com, Sunshine Bikinis, BK Designs, Max McLaughlin Racing, Meyer Inc., everybody watching, all the fans out there, my girlfriend for supporting me as always, each and every day, making these laps, you know, the best laps so far. So thanks to her, and my dad for watching, and like I said, everybody watching, Coleman Gulick, Paul Kinney, if they were watching, Pete Gulick for watching too, if he was watching, and you know, Team ABR for a team, Jason Nygaard, and it's about it. So DOB for bringing these races up, and we'll probably see you guys in the next race.
All right, man. Thanks for talking to us. Look forward to seeing you in session 2.
Thank you, Roger.
All right, session 1 comes to a close. Bergeron wins it. Click second. LB third. We're going to get ready to re-rack this thing turn the lights on, and put it on all over again, guys. I am going to shut the broadcast down for a few minutes while I reset a few things. We'll be back inside of about 10 minutes here. So tune back in. We appreciate it. Like, shares, and follows, and we'll see you guys in just a few minutes.